Hi there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of December 6th through 12th of 2021. So, an amazing week coming up. I don't see the cards yet. They're not out yet, but at the same time, I can feel that this, from all the readings that have been coming and from this sense right now of anticipation, they're just giving me this real sense of anticipation. And so, it does feel like, Christmas coming and getting to see some of the loved ones and all that kind of stuff, and hanging out with people and having parties and all that stuff that we do over the Christmas season. Feels like that is part of what this anticipation is. It's getting closer. And for those of you who don't really enjoy Christmas, because believe it or not, some people don't enjoy it, right? There's opportunity for you to change it. Make it more how you want it. It doesn't always have to be only because in the past it didn't work out, or there's always family drama, or, you didn't never get the right presents, or you spend way too much money, or whatever the case may be. Why don't you change it? Why don't you make it something that you can fully anticipate? It'll take a few years. They're just telling me, the angels are saying, it'll take a few years for you to fully get past this. It's probably not quite dread, but it's not anticipation either. But this negative feeling around Christmas, once you change it into something that you enjoy, it'll take, 2 or 3 times of fully getting into the swing of that before you can embrace it and learn to anticipate it. But you can do that. What an interesting concept, right? Okay, so let's get into the rest of the message. Okay. Well, this looks good. So the reason that some of you do anticipate Christmas and the reason that some of you don't anticipate Christmas, this will not be for everyone, is a grandparent. Yeah, somehow, like our grandparents really affect our lives. They have quite an impact, more than they probably realize. And so when you had a really beautiful, involved grandparent who treasured this holiday, or, just in some way liked making it special, or whether you had an absent grandparent, or one who passed away very early, or, one who made Christmas icky instead of wonderful, whatever this was, there's something that this is impact of grandparents. And it feels like this is talking about how we feel about Christmas. It could be about other things. And so as we get further into this reading, more and more of that, information may come to light. But for now, they're just kind of saying that to do with Christmas, our grandparents have had quite an impact on us. Okay, and because that's in the past, sometimes it's also part of the future, but it's like the impact that they're talking about is old news. And so we need to cut cords with that. We need to keep the good connection. Okay. All right. So what is it that you want? What is it that you want? So now we're not talking specifically about Christmas. Like, we are talking about that, but it's not only that. We're talking about everything. What do you want? And make a wish. Decide what you want. Figure it out. And make that wish. Put that energy out there into the universe to say, this is what I want, and this is when I want it for, and have at her, and let that come to you. It's beautiful. it requires first to know what you want, right? And so this can change, you could have more than one. It's all good. Just making it pure energy. When it's muddy, when it's like, yes, we want that, but then if we did get that, would it be so great? Or, then somebody else would have their nose out of joint, or, whatever it is, right? When it's muddy, yes, we want it, but then it doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, it has to be a pure, clear, absolutely, yes, this is what I want. And so you have to get clear on that for your own self before your angels can actually get to work and bring it to you. Okay, all right. So this situation calls for adaptability and innovation. So get creative. Get figuring out part of the solution, right? What's going on? What situation are they talking about that you can provide, solutions for, that you can think outside the box, you can get it going. They're not showing me if this is work related or home related or self related. Like, they're just not sharing any of that. So however this resonates with you, you feel into that and just see, like, what it's maybe not even a situation. It's just something that you have the power to change by using some ingenuity. Yeah, and you absolutely do. You're like, so some of you, you're sitting there going, I don't know, I don't have any of that kind of creativity. It's always other people who come up with the great ideas and whatever. No, not true at all. You've just, I don't know, you've kind of shut it off for a while, but it's time to get that going again. You've got some great ideas. And so, yeah, why don't you, run with that? Just try it and see what happens. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Nothing. Nothing is the worst that could happen. Okay, you do want to prepare for it though. There's stuff to do. So this also is partly talking about Christmas. There's preparation to do, planning, stuff to get ready and whatever. And so that's, no matter whether you're having a big gathering or whether you're not having a big gathering, or whether you're going somewhere or whether you're staying home, there's still always at least a little bit of preparation to do. And so, make lists. Keep it all straight in your mind. And, if there's people coming, see what they want to bring or see what they want to plan, things like that. Okay. Yeah. It makes you feel better when you have prepared in this way. It makes you feel organized and grounded and solid, and you know what's going on then, and you can handle everything then. There may still be some curveballs, but it should be nothing too big, right? When you've got most of the preparation done in advance, then any little thing thrown at you is kind of a minor deal, right? Okay. So it's time to make a decision. It's time to make a decision. You've got, like, it feels like you've been just coasting on something for a while. And sometimes you think, yes, I have made the decision. And then sometimes you think, no, I don't know, maybe I'm not going to do that. And somehow it all gets delayed again. And make a decision. And when you do that, set a time frame, kind of, to go with it. And make sure you follow it. No matter what comes up, stick to your decision. Doesn't mean you can't change it down the road, but you need to decide to start, is what this feels like. You need to decide to start. Okay. So was it you guys that a couple of weeks ago, maybe, the message that came through was that the timing was good and get going right now. It feels like you didn't. And so that's okay. I mean, it's your choice, it's your decision. But you need to decide. Okay, for your own good. For your own good. Okay. So now we're going to talk about grandparents again. They haven't really given me any brand new information about that. They're still not. So let's just go with what they said to start with and call it good. Let yourself, so for those of you who still have your grandparents around, talk with them. Talk with them fairly often, fairly regularly, and treasure that. Treasure that. A lot of people don't have grandparents and haven't, maybe never knew their grandparents, and so it's awesome that you do. Okay, all right. And here we have lots of abundance. Beautiful abundance. And what a welcome thing to know, right? If you think in terms of lack, in terms of, oh yeah, I have lots, but I mean, I want more. How does that work, right? No, you just need to think in terms of, yes, it's abundance and how much you appreciate it and how much you have. And there's always lots of food and you have this amazing home and the family is fabulous and, like all that stuff. It's really cool to recognize how much abundance you already have. And that's what brings more. It's such a cool feeling. Okay, so now here we have the daily guidance cards with one last bit of wisdom. Let your past go. So this is to do with the grandparents. This is old stuff that's just no longer serving you. And for some of you, this is past life. For some of you, this is current life, but stuff that's over. And this is, what they were talking about at the very beginning, even before the cards came out, about if something isn't pleasing to you. They were talking about Christmas, but this is with everything. If something isn't pleasing to you, do it differently. You don't have to do it the same just because that's how it used to be or always was or whatever, right? You're the one in control of that. You can change it up at any time and make it brand new. And in the process, you're letting go of the old stuff. Okay, Virgo, thank you so much. I appreciate you immensely for joining me. And I love you. And I'll see you next week.